So Cardi Bird is obviously not having the best luck. All her men been in all types of legal mess for the last couple of weeks, and it's getting ugly. Baby, she's a married baby mama side chick and the main chick at the same damn time. Falling all over the damn place, having babies. Man is cheating on her, and now, after this case gets done, not the chef out here spilling her tea. Baby, all I can say to the chef is, honey, you might be in danger because Cardi B will sue anybody that tells the truth and win. And baby, if you know, you know. Welcome back to the Vibers, the Blue Heart Gang, Gang, Gang. And if you're just getting here for the first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click those notification bells so that you can know every time I go live or when I do another upload. Because now we are in a relationship and yeah, we got to get into this bullshit. So y'all know the dancing chef Mila took to IG last night and decided to put out a message about Cardi. And baby, she made some strong allegations.
You know, the way he treated you when you were pregnant, the way he talked to you when you were pregnant, the way that the same people that has defended him in this know how he treated you while you were pregnant and how he was to you when you were pregnant, will always be something I will never understand. The way he treated you in the delivery room, the way he treated you after the baby, the same person that abused you, abused me. And our text messages show how he belittled you, how he spoke to you. I remember one particular night, and you know the night that I'm talking about. That night, it happened to you. That's not my story to tell. Once again, I apologize. And I hope one day you face the music. That's all I have to say about that.
Flashback.
He said that Stefon went to the hospital when she gave birth and was only there for a few hours because when they were signing the birth certificate, the nurse told her, like, yeah, because you're legally married, it has to be Offset's name or your name. And so he got mad, like last name. Mm-hmm. And he got mad and abandoned her for like 3 days. That they're not even good, yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm. That's what he told me.
Why would he be mad? Bitch, you knew I was married when we got into this. What are you talking about? Sign the paper. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know if that's really true or not. Stefon doesn't really well, I guess I don't know him, but like, I feel like if a man tried me like that, wouldn't you kind of be beefed out with him?
Yeah. That's weird.
That is weird. But that's what he was telling me, and then he was just going on and on about like his whole life story and...
I know you fucking lying. Now, dude then already got in trouble for trying to bully men, put hands and feet on men when they literally decided to thwart off his sexual advances. Allegedly, I'm saying. Allegedly, that's what happened.
After they stomped my face in, after they grabbed me out the elevator by my ankles, robbed me, I'm actively in court right now, directly with Stefon Diggs, and I'm actively in court right now with the building. There's video of these guys walking directly in the front of the building, the front door, wide open. You're supposed to have a keypad in order for that to happen. I lived on a floor that requires exclusive access. If you live on the 16th floor, you can't access the 18th floor. My code, if I live on the 16th floor, it will work for my unit, it will work for the common areas, and it will work for the 16th floor. I can't access those other floors. So the fact that they were at my floor, on my floor, for that of like 50 minutes to an hour, sitting outside my door, pacing up and down the floor, it ain't nothing but 8 to 10 units on the floor. I had 2 neighbors that have come forth saying that they went to security, told security that there's guys that look like hobos on our floor, you should look into it, and told me that had they looked into it, it wouldn't have happened. Not to mention, when it occurred, one of the employees came up to my floor, prepared to open my door with a key in hand while I'm being held hostage after they stomped my face in, after they grabbed me out the elevator by my ankles, robbed me. The crazy thing about it is they stole an orange toiletry go-yard bag from me. Part of the reason why I put the ICG on this bag and it's orange is because I'm in court so much these days. It's like, I, Christopher Griffith, vowed to tell the whole truth. Nothing but the truth, so help you God. That type of situation. But anyways, back to the topic. They snatched my orange go-yard. When they snatched my orange go-yard, it's nothing but chrome, all types of nonsense in it. They took that same one-of-one chrome heart shit and handed it directly to him. I'm watching this dude for the next 2 years walk Paris Fashion Week, walk Monday Night Football, walk Thursday Night Football, be outside in the off-season wearing pieces that I know for a fact, one of one, are mine. I have receipts to prove it. So when it comes to that, that's not alleged. But let's get back to the elevator.
So I don't think it's too far of a stretch to say that if he will put hands on Christopher Blake, he probably will put hands on anybody. And for me, I'm one of those people that judge energy more so than what people say or even what they do. He has the energy of someone that is abusive, someone that has a very, very dark aura around. And maybe we'll talk a little bit more about his aura at another time, but right now we're going to get into Cardi's psychology. And with that, we're going to try to understand a little bit of what is happening and why it is happening and this cover up with this DV stuff. Cardi grew up in the hood. So even though she grew up in predominantly Black and Latino neighborhoods, they were still deeply shaped by colorism and desirability politics. Baby, it's hood hierarchy, okay? And because of that, Cardi had a built-in advantage that a lot of people don't like to talk about. So certain circles of women, especially women in the hood, they're conditioned to see proximity to quote-unquote exotic features as social currency. She would have been viewed differently. The light skin, the long hair, the quote-unquote mixed look, whether or not it's natural, enhanced, or exaggerated, it gave her a certain status boost before the fame ever did. And like, if we're keeping it real, in communities where self-hate has literally been baked into the beauty standards for multiple generations, that kind of look can turn a woman into a prize, even when the full package doesn't necessarily match the hype. Because we all know what pre-surgery Cardi looked like, okay? That was not what the industry later repackaged her to be, but the colorism math was already working in her favor. That's why her rise is not just about personality, talent, or hustle. It's also about how society rewards certain aesthetics before it even evaluates the person underneath them. But now we're going to skip a little bit of ahead because this is not a full psychological breakdown. But if y'all want that, let me know in the comments because baby, that is a whole separate file. And trust me, the documents are thick. One of the main reasons why I believe what Mila said is because what she's describing about Cardi allegedly being humiliated, degraded, and abused, baby, it's not wild and unbelievable. Not from what we have already watched play out with her publicly for years.
Tell me, what made you decide to go to the strip club?
I was poor as hell. I was living with my ex-boyfriend that was beating my ass. I had to drop out of school. I was like living with his mama, 2 pit bulls in a bedroom. It was crazy.
Yeah. So dealing with domestic abuse, that's like a serious thing.
There's the thing, right? You know how bitches love hitting guys? They love hitting niggas. Like, oh my gosh, you cheat on me and you slap them? Well, guess what? That shit gonna come back all to you. You know how these little young girls, they so quick to move with their boyfriends. And then it's like, once you do, you gotta deal with cooking for them every day, doing things right for them every day. You might deal with getting your ass beat every day. That's the shit. It's like, yep.
Did anyone try to pull you out of that situation?
No.
How did you get out?
Stripping, getting my own money and leaving. How was I gonna leave if I only made $200 every week? Ain't no way.
So basically stripping saved your life?
Yeah, you know what, it really did though. That's why I would never play the game. A lot of people be like, oh my gosh, like they make it so negative, but like it really saved me from a lot of things. When I started stripping, you know, I went back to school. The only reason why I stopped going to school is because I met a guy. And then like, you know, I just got distracted, like chasing guys. Like, oh my gosh, if I don't spend time with him as much, you're gonna spend time with another girl. So after that, after I started making money and everything, I was like, fuck this shit, I'm not going back to school. And I just felt like it was too late.
Cardi's image has always been wrapped up in this strange contradiction. They present her like she's loud, bold, and dominant. But at the same time, we watched her get embarrassed, get cheated on, disrespected, and humiliated, literally dragged across social media. We've been seeing this happen to her since the beginning of her career.
Twitter users be like, Cardi, you're in a mentally abusive relationship. Oh my gosh, we gotta save you. And I be like, all right, but can I fuck him today because I need to have sex. And niggas in my DMs talking about what up, big head. I don't like that. I'm 28 years old. And my head's not big. Actually it is, but not with a lace front. The fuck?
So literally when somebody says that this woman was being mistreated behind the scenes, my first thought ain't that this sounds impossible. My first thought is that actually sounds more consistent with the patterns because there are not many degrees of separation between a woman who will tolerate a man cheating on her, humiliating her publicly and embarrassing her and having babies outside the relationship, and a woman who may also tolerate the same man becoming physically abusive. Those two women are not worlds apart. Those situations are not unrelated. They They exist on the same spectrum of disrespect. And typically, when a man cheats at the level that Cardi's partners have allegedly cheated, we are not talking about just lust. We're talking about entitlement, and we are talking about a lack of empathy. We are talking about a man who has already decided this woman's pain is not enough to make him stop. And once a man sees that he can embarrass you publicly, betray you repeatedly, disrespect your home, disrespect your body, your family, and all of that, and you still welcome his black ass back in, baby, that dynamic can't do nothing but escalate. Because now he's not just cheating, he's testing the boundaries of what you will survive. And too often, women are taught to confuse endurance with love. And obviously, Cardi is one of those women. So now, Mila's claims do not sound far-fetched to me. They sound like the private version of a public pattern we have already been watching. And that is the part that nobody wants to sit with, because it forces us to admit that sometimes the abuse don't start when the first hand is raised. Sometimes it starts the first time a woman is publicly humiliated and convinces herself that staying proves that she's won. Cardi is filled with ego. She gotta be the baddest bitch. That's why she's messed her body up like that. She's did all these alterations to her face because she's gotta be the baddest. Somehow she thinks being the baddest is gonna stop her from getting cheated on, stop her from getting embarrassed, and it's not. Homegirl needs shadow work and a therapist. Let me know what y'all think about this down in the comment section. Do you believe Mila? And if you like my commentary, please click like, comment, and subscribe. And if you don't like it, you can still comment, you can still subscribe, because you're bound to return and find something that will entertain you or be of intellectual benefit.